And we are live. NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition is on the air. I get the audio. There we go. Hello, friends. NashvilleLou Live is on the air. It's your buddy Lou Pickney with you here. Here's the tournament tree for today's $50 Haymaker tournament. I was lucky enough to get a first round bye. So did Krish, who was slated to be my opponent in the quarterfinal round. So right now, I've just found the room with the information on getting connected here, but hello. So I've got Krish here ready to meet up. This will be 2 out of 3 matches in this quarterfinal round of the $50 Haymakers tournament being held today on BluMint. Thanks to the listed sponsor, Supra Oracles. Krish is my opponent, as I noted, so we'll have that started here. It sounds good. So we're going to get things started here in just a moment. So I'll bring down the tournament tree. Got that World Championship belt. It's available in-game, so you'll get to see that here in just a moment. So I'm going to get the room code, or I'll provide a room code, one or the other. Okay, so Guerrero from BluMint, hello. This tournament time obviously is not going to work for everybody. 1 p.m. Eastern time on a Thursday. For some people, that's just simply not tenable. But many of the other tournaments have fallen at times for other players where things weren't necessarily where everybody wanted them to be timing-wise. Luckily for me, I've got a rather flexible schedule, so I was able to make this work. All right, saying good luck and have fun. So I'll put thank you. So I'll go ahead and provide the code, I guess. Of course, inevitably, the minute I hit that is when I'll get the code from my opponent. But okay, just type this in here, and hopefully I can get it done in time to get the message over to Krish, and we'll get things started. Real quick, I will pull the tournament tree back up to show you what we're looking at as far as this tournament goes. It's single elimination, best 2 out of 3 until you reach the semifinal round, at which case comes best 3 out of 5. All right, hello, Buddha. I got lucky there with that draw, not having to face anybody in the first round. So I sent the connect code over to Krish. There's the connect code. If you're ready. So these are 2 out of 3 matchups until that semifinal round. So this, I guess, counts as a quarterfinal match. Or am I counting that wrong? Perhaps I'm wrong on that. Although, actually, I don't know. Anyway, as you see there, I've got that championship belt in game. I've got the kicking ass swag Scotty against the Desert Fox military muscle swag Rusty. Round 1. Let's start strong with a 3-7. Against a 4. I would lose to 4-7 or 4-8. 4-6 would be a push. I'd beat anything else. Bet a 1. Bet a 3 by Krish. I'll call it. 4-8. Okay. 3 points of damage. 25-22. Krish with the early lead. I'll throw it a, you know what? I'll throw it a 1-2. This would beat any flex. With the 1 plate, I think it's worth the risk to challenge it here. Bet a 1. Bet a 3. That's 6 points of damage if I'm wrong, if that's not a flex, but I think it is. Nope, 5-8. Okay, I was wrong on that, so that's 6 points of damage. 25-16, Krish with the lead. This is match 1 of a 2 out of 3 match quarterfinal battle. Winner advances to the semifinals here in this tournament being presented by BluMint. Many thanks to BluMint for putting on this tournament. Round 3, 3 cards apiece. Well, let's try the E special. 3-7. Against an 8. That might be legit. And yet I'm going to challenge it, at least to a bet of 1. See what Krish does here. Bet of 3. That's 9 points of damage if I'm wrong. But a lot of times, when it's 3 cards, people are legit on that. You know what? Well, if I'm wrong, that's 6 points of damage by folding. I'm saying being wrong. So I'm going to fold here. Let's see. Is it a flex? Oh, 8 and 8 was legit. When you've seen 8 pop up, and there are only 3 cards opposite you, especially with somebody that's played a bit like Krish has. So I trailed 25-13. Power meter of 4 for Krish. He's had a remarkable run of 8s here early, but he'll have that in blockchain brawlers. 25-13. 4-4. Against a 5. I'm gonna fold. So we have 5 cards for the next round. Bet a 3 by Krish. 5 showings and a flex. Nope, yeah, it is a flex. 5-3. Yeah. So Krish with the right pick as far as the timing went with a flex to 5-3. 8 points of damage for doubling the power meter. I'm down 25-5. Round 5. 3 cards, Krish. 5 cards for me. All right, let's flex. 6-3. Against a 5. I mean, it's 7 on that power meter opposite me. Bet a 3. Hope that Krish folds. Bet a 3. Wow. All right, well, 5-8. Well, Krish is like the Yi there, finding an endless pipeline of 8s. This kind of match is why best of 1 just simply isn't tenable for any sort of serious blockchain brawlers tournament. So here's me the face crusher finisher. So Krish wins. Krish leads 1-0. I'm going to win 2 straight or I'm out quickly. Geez, Krish, could you lay off on the GIFs and the freaking Connect chat? But I'll tell you this, BluMint makes it very easy within its Discord to communicate with your opponent. I think it's a very good setup. As much as I think Web3 in many cases over-relies on Discord to a fault and then some, with this setup here, it's great. It works out very well. Everybody can look at that tournament bracket. You don't have to be logged in anywhere. It's not hidden behind a Discord wall that can't be seen anywhere. I mean, Discord has the information for the connection and all, but as far as the public seeing the tournament, which is a big part of it. Okay, so Krish leads 1-0. I guess I'll provide the code here. Krish says, next, bruh. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, dude. All right. All right, so let me pull up the tournament tree real quick while Krish gets connected here. As you see, I got a first round bye. I was lucky to draw there for me on that, but so did Krish. And Krish is a good player, so this is not an easy matchup to land here in this quarterfinal round. So it's 2 out of 3 until the semi. So if Krish beats me 2 in a row, then Krish will advance to the semifinals and I'll be out. So it's a quick little tournament. I've got another live stream coming up later today. Warsake and Blitz, 4 p.m. Eastern time. 20:00 UTC. Let's go in strong with a 6-7. against a 1. Bet of 1. Bet of 1 by Krish. All right, I wanted to prevent Krish from folding there, and I did so. 6-7 beats the 1-2. But if Krish had folded there, that would have been an extra card for the next round. 25-24, I have the early lead. This is best of 3 in this quarterfinal matchup. Winner, or Krish leads at 1-0. Winner advances. Let's go 5-3 flex to the semifinal round. Against a 4. Bet of 2. Let's see what Krish does. Bet of 1 by Krish. You can call my bet of 2 or fold. It's call, so guessing that's not a flex there by Krish. 4-6. Okay. So Krish, it'll reset my power meter. It's 2 points of damage. Krish takes a 24-23 lead. So this is best of 3 right here. Krish won match 1. If Krish wins this, then that would be the match. 3 cards apiece for round 2. Round 3, excuse me. They haven't switched it over yet. All right. Yeah, let's do it. 3-6. Against a 4. I'll challenge that. Bet of 1. Bet of 2 by Krish, which I'll call. 4-1 flex. So that's 2 points of damage that way. It resets the power meter for Krish. I lead 23-22. 3 cards for Krish, 3 cards for me, round 4. Play a 1-2. This would beat any flex, but I've got that power meter to protect. But Krish with 5 cards over there knows that. Or 3 cards. I must say 5 cards. I'm going to fold. That put me at 4 cards. Bet of 1 by Krish for the 1 showing. 1-4. Well, Krish would have won that if I would have stuck around, so I was right to do what I did to protect the power meter. So we're tied at 22. We each have a power meter of 4. 3 cards Krish, and I'll have to fold 4 cards for me for round 5. Two, 4. Against a 7, I'll fold. And that'll put me at 5 cards for the next round. Bet of 3, Krish, 7 showing. 7-7. So I'm glad I didn't challenge that. 4 points of damage my way. Krish takes a 22-18 lead. Power meter of 5 for Krish. A 1-point boost for winning the round. This is best of 3 in this quarterfinal matchup. This BluMint.com hosted tournament. BluMint.com. 7-1 flex. Against a 2. Hope that's a fold there for Krish. If it's bet of 3 here gets called, I'm in a lot of trouble. Fold, all right. That's 8 points of damage going that way. Some nutbag. Kind of a weird look there with that world title belt on the Caliente Chroma. Rusty has that championship title tucked underneath his ornamental belt. 4 cards Krish, 5 cards for me, round 7. I lead 18-14. Power meter 5 is still intact for Krish. So there's that. 5-5. Against a 6. I'll fold to be the 6 cards for the next round. Bet of 3 Krish, 6 showing. 6-7. So 5 points of damage. Krish retakes the lead 14-13. If I were to flex and Krish were to fold, that would be the match. But Krish leads 1-0. It's best of 3. If I lose this match, I'm out of the tournament. $6-5 for the win if I go with it. Against a 4. Bet of 3. If Krish folds, that's the match. Or go bet of 2. Bet of 2. It's a fold and a win match 2. We're tied up at 1 match apiece in this best of 3. All right, that's the match. Good game, Krish. Good game. All right, so we're tied 1-1. I'll provide a code here in a second. Krish said, didn't expect Didn't expect a flex. So the element of surprise worked for me there. So it's Krish 1, NashvilleLou 1. And so I will switch my Brawler out. We'll go with Wrestling Royalty Rusty. All right, so I'm going to post here. This doesn't help if I start to type on the wrong keyboard, does it? This is NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. Playing Blockchain Brawlers. Make sure I got the code typed in correctly. It's not a copy-paste the way this is set up for me. All right, so I passed the code along to Krish. We'll connect here in a moment. Remember, I broadcast on a 90-second delay to deter stream sniping. Quick peek at the tournament tree. There's no updates yet as far as anybody advancing. Both Krish and I had first-round buys. So this is a quarterfinal matchup. Winner of this advances to the semifinal round. We'll probably have a little bit of a wait. Here we go. All right, well, let's start as strong as I can here in round 1 with a 5-8. Against a 5. So I've got the round for sure. Bet of 1. Bet of 3. If it's 5-8 opposite me, we tie the round. Anything else, I win round 1. This is match number 3 in this best of 3. 5-8 beats the 5-6. Chop. 25-22. I've got the lead on Krish. All right, 3 cards Krish, 3 cards for me. Play a 2-4. Against a 5. I'll fold to be at 4 cards for the next round. Bet of 3 by Krish for that 5 showing. 5-3 flex. It was a well-timed flex by Krish. I still lead, but it's 23-22. Winning with a 3 play boosts the power meter from a 1 to a 4 for Krish for round number 3. However, my power meter 2 is intact thanks to the fold. I get an extra card here for round number 3. 5-1 flex. Against the 7, I'll fold. That'll put me at 5 cards for the next round. Bet of 3 Krish. 7 showing. 7-8. 4 points of damage. Krish takes the lead. 22-19. Power meter of 5 for Krish. That 1 point boost for winning the round. My power meter 2 protected by the fold is intact. 5 cards for me. 3 cards Krish. Round 4. $5-3. Against a 5. Krish has more to lose here, potentially. Let's go bet a 2. Fold, all right. So it's 4 points of damage going that way. The 5-3 is going to boost my power meter from a 2 to a 5 for the next round. So I lead 19-18. We each have a power meter of 5. Off the fold, Krish has 4 cards. I have 5. 7 and 7. Against a 6. If it's 6-8, we'd push. Anything else, I would win. Bet a 3. It's a fold by Krish. So it's 5 points of damage that way. 19-13. So I've got a power meter of 6 now. Krish protected that power meter of 5 by folding. 5 cards Krish, 5 cards me, round 6. We're at a 3-3. Against a 6, I'll fold to get to 6 cards for the next round. Bet a 3 Krish, 6 showing. 6-1 flex. Oh my, a well-timed flex. That's 10 points of damage coming my way. Krish will take a 13-9 lead. The power meter 8. However, my power meter 6 is protected by the fold. I'm at 6 cards now for round number 7. 6 and 6. That's a flex and I fold, that's the match. It's a flex and I call on a bet of 3, I win. So there's some risk. Bet of 1, let's do it, let's call it. Bet of 3, okay, if it's a flex, I lose. If it's... Taking a chance saying that... I'm saying that's 7-7 or 7-8. If it's a flex, I lose. Let's see, it's the reveal. 7-8. Thank goodness I didn't challenge it. Oh my. 8 points of damage. I'm down to 1 health point, but everything's not lost. So I have 6 fresh cards coming in. I still have that power meter of 6. 5 cards for Krish, 6 cards for me, round 8. Six, 7. Against a 4. Bet of 1. Let's see if Krish comes in on it. Bet of 1. It's going to reset the power meter. That's huge. I know I've only got 1 health point, though, so I guess that's not as huge. I'm thinking out loud here. It's huge for me having that 6-8 sitting there, knowing I might get the win here in the next round. If it goes to a heads up, like if it's 6-8 against 6-8, we'd each have 1 health point at this point. So if we tied, it'd be who has the... Well, okay. Yeah, if it's 6-8 opposite me or better or worse, I'll win the match. 7-8. Unless it's 8-8, I'm going to win the match right here and advance in the tournament. In a very tight fight. If that's 8-8, though, Krish wins. Thank goodness it's a 2. Bet a 3, lock it in. I'm going to win right here. Man, oh man. What a fight. So I was down 1-0 in this best of 3. It was a tough battle right there. Went to the very end. I got some nice RNG at the very end. Again, that's why I tried to get too high or too low with any one given match. Like that first match where I had the RNG not in my favor. But in this case, Krish gave me a tremendous fight. So I advanced, but I earned it there. Tough one. All right, good game. Krish is a tough competitor. So let's see. So for the moment, I'll have King Rusty just chill out there in the locker room. There's a reason I didn't want to scroll up or down on the interact with little pop out for the... But the browser, having the browser source be within OBS Studio, if you can do it that way, and something for whatever reason, I couldn't get it to work properly last week when they were having the BluMint tournaments, but it's working now. So this will advance me in the tournament to the semifinal round. It's funny about the mistakes that can happen in the moment. The key is to catch it, and if you realize you've made a mistake before you've clicked something, that's usually to your advantage. But like in the moment, I was very excited about resetting the power meter for Krish there in match number 3. And it didn't matter because I had 1 health point left. But what you saw there is also why I say, as long as you have at least 1 health point in blockchain brawlers, you still have a legitimate chance to win. So I've advanced past Krish. Let me hit a refresh here and see if it'll show me anything different. Or that's gonna give me like the weird, like, yeah. Okay. So let's see. I have to. Well, I was right to refresh it though, because it does have some more information available there. All right, so Blockchain Pain beat Lou Fack. LouFac, I've played against before as NashvilleLou, I think was the name before. But LouFac is out. Blockchain Pain advances to face Faulkner, who had a bye. So it'll be me in the semifinals against the winner of Blockchain Pain and Faulkner. And because Blockchain Pain and LouFac went to a third deciding match there in the first round, it may be just a bit of a wait for me here. But not too long, because it is 2 out of 3 now for Blockchain Pain against Faulkner. And up in the top half of the bracket, Brichter's up there. It's funny, Brichter and I were talking yesterday about how we might meet up. We matched up in the tournament. We've been trying to get some sort of a best-of-3 set up from where last week we were supposed to meet in the tournament, and he had real-life stuff that crept in, so we had to bow out of that tournament. It worked out well for me. I ended up finishing second in the tournament. So I'm on to the semifinal round. It's interesting. I don't think I've ever played Ronald Koeman. I know Ronald Koeman did very well last week, if I'm not mistaken. It was the early Warsaken Blitz tournament from last week for Game Fest. That was the name I recognized from there. It's nice to see some of that people that I saw from other games earlier now playing some blockchain brawlers. Higher variety of players, the better for brawlers. So it's Ronald Koeman against Z Blackle, who I don't know. And then Ilea, who's really good, against XVIZ, who I don't know. Something I discovered from the last Blockchain Brawlers tournament from, ironically, Discord, because it showed on the Blockchain Brawlers team members. I believe QA Knight is somebody there on that development team. I don't know. There's a lot I don't know about how all that works. I've got the easy job. I just play the game when I want to and stream it. Play the games that I want to and stream them. It's quite nice. These tournaments really help. So it shows me now advancing. Let me see if it shows on the other screen here. Yes, it does. Okay, so as noted there, I'm on to the semifinal round. I probably should switch in the big LOU letters with the purple background, the white letters. It's like my logo for the circles. I had my photo in there to match the Warsaken look. But like I chose that photo because I wasn't smiling. I was trying to get a photo with the new glasses I got during men's lacrosse season to better read the numbers and also to replace the glasses I had that I lost. Anyway. So that's why I'm not smiling in that particular photo, because it didn't look right when it was paired with the Warsaken stuff. So I'll be back with a live stream of Warsaken Blitz at 4 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully this tournament won't run into that. I don't know. There's can't really have an overflow channel if there's only one of me. But we'll make it work. I also got the new game AEW Fight Forever. Fun game to play. I'm still learning as far as some of the controls. It frustrates me greatly that it shows Xbox controllers on screen for the demonstration. You can't switch it to PS4. I mean, it's not that hard to figure out, but it's still agitating to me. So I've switched up my brawler. I'll go with the Wrestling Royalty Johnny for my first semifinal matchup here in Blockchain Brawlers. So we'll see who I end up facing. Blockchain Pain is really good, so that won't be an easy opponent. And If I've played Faulkner, I don't remember. But if Faulkner beats Blockchain Pain, that's endorsement enough to prove to me that an opponent's worthy of a semifinal slot. And then on that top half of the bracket, we know that Brichter has advanced. Or Slayer, somebody else I recognize from the Warsaken tournament from last week. And then Jury advanced 2-0 over Lido God. I don't think I've faced either of those players. Now, it's possible that these are players that have played before under other names and changed their name. I have no way of knowing on that, but it's just not something that strikes me as being anything I recognize. I've had a tough time trying to find MMR matches. Got an MMR competition going on, but that's contingent on finding matches, and these tournament matches don't count for MMR. That's just a random setup, because otherwise they could be ripe for being misused potentially. So this is Blockchain Brawlers NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. It's a midday Thursday tournament for people in the U.S. midday. Of course, for people over in Europe, this is a lot better than me telling them to try and stay up until 2 a.m. UTC, or 0200 UTC. Or 3 a.m. for other parts of Europe. Point being, I know that what is inconvenient for some is very convenient for others, and it's good to, especially with a game that a lot of people around the world like, it makes sense to make as many possibilities to play it as possible. This tournament is free to enter this tournament. I greatly appreciate BluMint for hosting this and Super Oracles for sponsoring it. So I've won some wax from making it this far to the semifinal round. It's funny with the prizes, I tend to just focus on the tournament itself, and I get caught up enough in the broadcast. Okay, so yeah, be whatever the equivalent of $5 in wax is, I guess, goes to the semifinals, to those who lose in the semifinals. So I've landed at least that. If I make the finals, even if I lose there, I would have $10 worth of wax given to me, and then $20 in wax to the winner. So some nice prizes. Definitely makes it worth my while. Tell you though, I was up against it though, against Krish. It felt like one of those days, that first match. And again, I reiterate the importance of best of three, and I'm so grateful at these tournaments, because we learned very early on, we being those involved with these tournaments from 2022, from before the best series began, trying those best of ones. I mean, you get some bad RNG in one match, and that's it. But Krish had me up against the ropes, though. I had one health point left. I was down 13-1 in that third round, that third matchup in the second round against Krish. Krish almost had me. I've tried to emphasize that when I talk about these tournaments I've been in. I've been exceptionally lucky. I've had some breaks go my way and then some. All right. I'm going to take just about a couple minute break. Drink some water. Make sure I'm not missing anything too pertinent as far as business-related things go. I mean, I can reschedule things, but also have to be aware of what's going on, the life of an independent business owner. And we'll be back with a semifinal matchup here in just a little bit. Remember, 4 p.m. Eastern today, 20:00 UTC. Gonna have Warsaken Blitz Gonna have the queue open, the prize wheel. A lot of fun with that. But this is a tournament going on right now for Blockchain Brawlers. Busy day. Also bought the new AEW Fight Forever video game. And I may play some of that on stream as well. So we'll see what the timing allows for. Back in just a little bit once I know my semifinal opponent. Is it Faulkner? Is it Blockchain Payne? We'll find out here in just a little bit. NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. Stay tuned. right. So out of the break, I will bring the slate up for just a moment. Still waiting to learn who my semifinal opponent's going to be. I had to refresh the tournament tree, and it has this autoplay on the Blockchain Brawlers page on BluMint, and the audio started to come through for a second there. Or at least I heard it in my headset. I don't know if it went through on. But I had to do it that way to get to refresh. I'll bring the slate back down. That'll show you, okay, everything looks like it's appearing properly here on screen. So I've made the semifinals of this tournament. It was a hard-fought win over Krish in the quarterfinals. I lost the first match decisively. Won the second, but then Krish was up 13-1. I had 1 health point left. 1! And luckily for me, I was able to rally. Got some nice RNG late with the cards and got the breaks. Sometimes that's what you need this game. And so at this point, I'm awaiting the winner of Faulkner and Blockchain Pain. Faulkner had a first round bye. Blockchain Pain had to beat Lufac. Went 3. A best of 3. So unlike me with that first round bye, Blockchain Pain had to actually face somebody in the first round. Luck of the draw with the tournament. And then, at least I presume now, taking on Faulkner. So if that match at best of 3 isn't over yet, probably won't take too long until it is. It's a little more than 2 hours out from the start of my scheduled Warsaken Blitz stream, so it would be highly unusual for a tournament like this to run that long, but if it happens, we'll deal with it. And as I mentioned before, part of what has appealed to me so much with live streaming is my sports broadcasting background and television background, the years in TV news as a producer, putting shows together, putting rundowns together, creating formats. All things that appeal to me in this world as well, as far as with live streaming and gaming. I would love to be able to do a live look-in. So we do have some information I didn't have before the break. Alea and Ronald Koeman have both advanced to the quarterfinals. Now, if I'm going to face either of them, it wouldn't be until the championship round, or the final. So it's Alea and Ronald Koeman. The winner of that takes on the winner of Brichter and Jury, Juri. I apologize if I mess up any of these names. Not intentional. The reason I have a world championship belt in game is because I finished second in this past Sunday's Blockchain Brawlers Best event, the monthly tournament held by Blockchain Brawlers. And one of the perks is if you win the tournament, you get the Metaverse Championship. Finish second, you get the World Championship like I have. And if you finish third, you get the National Championship belt, which I've had 3 different times now. I've had tremendous luck with these tournaments. And yet I've never won one. So if this were an all or nothing setup, I would have like 0.0 as far as accolades. But not the way this works, of course. But there's a lot of tough competition to these tournaments. It's not easy. And as noted, I've had a lot of luck on my side. Have I only lost one best of 3 in a tournament this year? I think so, and that was against BLK Smith, who I'd never faced before and haven't faced since. and who I've seen in other tournaments. But that's just as much me having some good luck on my side, both with the tournament draws and with my performances. I still think the most amazing of them all was making the finals that first time I did back in, what was it, March? I had called the men's lacrosse game the day before, and something happened where I was just violently ill. I almost never drink alcohol anymore, and it felt like a bad hangover, but worse. And how I managed to somehow get it together, I didn't stream it until the finals. I was like, I have to stream the finals for a minute, because I'd never been in a finals before. Okay, let me check I'm afraid the next matchup's going to be announced, and I won't see it because it's in Discord. Okay, nothing yet. Okay. That sounds good, thank you. Many thanks to BluMint for hosting this. And I appreciate Guerrero's help there. BluMint's done a very good job of making sure these tournament matchups that people are able to communicate. And it's tricky for me with Discord. I don't know why I have so many problems with that platform. Because a lot of it, other people don't seem to have these same issues with it. But if I ever sound like I'm in contempt of OBS Studio and Discord are free to use. So to that end, look, I can broadcast from my home to around the world. Twitch will broadcast it live in high definition for free. Now, I'm bracing at some point. The gravy train's got to end. I realize that when you're not paying for something, you yourself are the commodity. I understand that aspect of it. And yet, I've had a standing off or going back to before the pandemic, as far as what was the first level, was affiliate. And I've already gone through and noted before why I've declined that to this point. And yet, I'm still using the platform. Twitch is a lot better than some of the issues I've run into trying to watch streams on Kick. And I like the idea there are options. Just having only YouTube and Twitch is just terrible, because anytime there's like a small controlling group at a choke point in any sort of thing, it's not good for the consumer. Like having to arbitrarily wait until today to get the AEW Fight Forever game because of whatever policy Steam has. And yet there I was paying money to Steam to buy that game. So this is Blockchain Brawlers NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. Yes, I really am live right now. For players over in the EU, likely a more favorable time. And it's worked out well with the Blockchain Brawlers tournaments, the best events on the weekends. We've had those mostly on Sunday. We had some Saturday tournaments as well. But weekends, and early enough where it's not short spacing people in Eastern Europe too much. So I'm going to check again here on Discord. Nothing yet as far as any updates for my matchup. Okay, so what we have up on screen right now is accurate, reflects the refresh as of a few seconds ago, so I have to do that here. All right, I guess I can type here in chat. Many thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio. Makes some tremendous background music, free of charge for people to use. Like, it's a large volume, it's a wide range. Like, I was able to pick like the dark synth stuff and use that more for the Forsaken Blitz broadcast. It's interesting for me, and we got one update here with the tournament. Brichter advances past Jury 2-0. So 2 straight falls for Brichter in the quarterfinal round. Brichter faces the winner of Alea and Ronald Koeman. I've played Brichter a bunch, great player. I played Alea a bunch, great player. But I might not face any of them if I can't get past the winner of Blockchain Pain and Faulkner. Blockchain Pain, as noted, great player. Faulkner, I don't think I've ever faced Faulkner. So, that's what it's looking at like at the moment. And the reason for the delay, both Krish and I were lucky enough to get first round buys. And because of that, we were able to go ahead and play our round 2 matchup right away. So we have 2 of the 4 semifinalists at this point. It's me, NashvilleLou, there on the bottom half of the bracket, and then Brichter on the top half. It'd be something if a Brichter and I in the final, but that is anything but guaranteed at this point. It's interesting with Ronald Koeman because it's somebody I've never played, but I know it's somebody that did well enough in a tournament that it got my attention for another game. And then I love seeing great game players being drawn over here to Blockchain Brawlers. So again, later today, I'm going to have another live stream. It's going to be Forsaken Blitz, my normal Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 20:00 UTC. And those go on for several hours. I have to close my queue 3 hours early, 2 hours early, so that I don't find myself absolutely exhausted at the end or having to go 10 hours because if somebody takes the time, is willing to get in that queue and wait, I don't want to shortchange them at the end because I'm tired, you know. So that takes a little bit of planning, but that's not that difficult to do from a planning standpoint now. Okay, so still waiting on a winner between Blockchain Pain and Faulkner. Still waiting on a winner between Alea and Ronald Koeman. It'll be Brichter against the winner of Alea versus Ronald Koeman. I will face the winner of Blockchain Pain against Faulkner. My original plan with last night was to live stream AEW Fight Forever, the new video game. But it wasn't available on Steam until this morning. You couldn't pre-order the Elite Edition like you could on the consoles. But then it was suddenly available to buy. And that gives you the extra DLC and everything. Well, I'll make the rounds here to see if there are any updates in any of the pertinent Discord channels. Nothing yet. All right, I'm going to take just a quick break. Back in a couple minutes. We'll have a winner here soon between Faulkner and Blockchain Pain. Whoever wins that best of 3 faces me in a best of 5 semifinal. I'll have all that here live on Twitch. NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. Blockchain Brawlers. Back in a few. Stay tuned. Okay, back from that quick break, and you can see it right there. Faulkner has advanced to the semifinals. So again, to the best of my knowledge, I've never faced Faulkner before. That'll be coming up here in just a moment. Show the slate real quick. NashvilleLou Live. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. Playing Blockchain Brawlers, NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. BluMint hosting this tournament. Many thanks to BluMint. Doing a great job with it. So we'll bring the slate down. I will check in on the BluMint Discord. Here's the room. But hello. All right, so this is best 3 of 5. But I have a code if you're ready. All right, Faulkner's ready. So we'll have match 1 of our best 3 of 5 starting here in just a moment. Let me type this in. Faulkner can't get connected if I don't pass along the code. Here we go. This is match 1, best 3 of 5. All right, so I like to start strong, but I also like to open with a 1 or a 3 if possible. Let's make the best of it here with a 3-7. Against the 3, I would lose the 3-8. 3-7 opposite would be a push. Beat anything else. Bet of 1. Bet of 1 by Faulkner. 3-1 flex, the darkest of hands. So the 3-7 beats it. Just the 1 point of damage, but it boosts my power meter from a 1 to a 4. That prevents Faulkner from folding, which is why I did it that way, just that bet of 1. Round 2. $5-1 flex. I'll probably fold it. Yeah, against a 6 I will. Bet of 1 by Faulkner, so I don't think that's a flex. I'm wrong, it is a flex. 6-4, surprise, surprise. Two points of damage delivered. Faulkner takes a 24-23 lead. 3 cards Faulkner off the fold, 4 cards for me. $7-7. Against a 3, bet of 1. Bet of 1, so it's going to reset the power meter for Faulkner. Deliver 4 points of damage. 7-7 beats the 3-7. So I've got a power meter of 5. 4 cards for me, 3 cards for Faulkner, round 4. Four and 4. Move against the 3. I'm going to fold, so I'll be at 5 cards for the next round. Bet of 1 by Faulkner, 3 showing. 3 and 3, oh my goodness. Oh, I should have challenged it. Just 1 point of damage, but that's a huge shift. Power meter moves from a 1 to a 6 for Faulkner, winning with a pair of 3s there. Big swing in round 4. So I lead 22-20, but let's change things a bit. Only 3 cards over there for Faulkner. 6-7. Against a 1. Bet of 1. Fold, okay. So it's 5 points of damage going that way. I'll extend my lead to 22-15. We'll each have a power meter of 6. 4 cards off the fold for Faulkner, 5 cards for me, round 6. This is match number 1, a best 3 out of 5. Semi-final matchup. Blockchain Brawlers, BluMint hosting this tournament. I advanced here by beating Krish in the quarterfinals in a very tough matchup. All right, 6-3 flex. I might fold it. Let's see. Against a 3. Bet of 3. Hope that Faulkner folds. It's a fold, all right. Mace in your face. 12 points of damage off the flex. I'll take a 22-3 lead. So I lead 22-3. Faulkner's got that power meter of 6, though, so I can't get flippant about my position. 5 cards, only 3 health points, though, so there's that. But if it goes beta 3 and I don't have the goods, that's a problem. I'll go 1-1 for this turn. I'll fold. That'll put me at 6 cards for the next round. Beta 3 Faulkner, 6 showing. 6-3 flex. Wow. Wild swings in this match. That's 12 points of damage. If I would have challenged it, that would have been the match. I'm still in a good spot, but we'll see what Faulkner has here with 5 cards. 6 cards for me off the fold for round number 8. I lead 10-3. If Faulkner were to flex and I were to fold here, that would be the match. Power meter a 9 opposite me. All right, 7-8. If it's 8-8, that's a different matter. Anything else, I'm going to win match 1 right here. Bet 1. Bet it's okay. Call. And that's going to be the match here in round 8. Semi-final matchup 1. I take a 1-0 lead. There's a 7-6 flex opposite me, but that's the match. Alea is on to the semifinals, as is Brichter. So Alea versus Brichter is opposite this semifinal matchup. So I lead 1-0 in this best of 5 against Faulkner. Winner of this matchup goes to the final. And I've got another live stream in less than 2 hours. Luckily, I enjoyed this stuff greatly, so it's makes it fun. It just makes it challenging sometimes from a scheduling standpoint. And we'll switch to Colts. And let's see if Faulkner's ready here. Good game. All right, so I have to hit the host button there for it to work. Type in this connect code to Faulkner. Now, I'm concerned because I can hear the rain coming down hard enough through my headset. And we're getting some rain here in the Nashville area. Enough where it's like outside, like my windows, I can see. It's darker outside. Now, I have battery backups for everything, but still, that can be problematic, as you might imagine. So hopefully we'll be okay with the weather. We'll see. All right, here we go. So I lead 1-0. It's best of 5. I lead 1-0. Open as strong as I can with a 5-6. Against a 2. I anticipate a fold here from Faulkner. There's the fold, okay. So it's just 1 point of damage, but Faulkner gets an extra card thanks to the fold. Only 25-24. Match number 2 here, this best of 5 semifinal. I mean, I have to go with it here, right? Against a 5. Bet a 3. Let's see what Faulkner does. Fold. Okay. So it's just 2 points of damage despite the strong cards there. So 25-22 will be my lead. Power meter a 3, but Faulkner now with 5 cards. Whereas I only have 3 cards, and one of them's a 2. Plus, I got the power meter to protect over here, so there's all that to consider here for round number 3. 1-2 would beat any flex. Oh, against a 2. But I've got that power meter to protect, so I will fold. Instead of 1 Faulkner, 2 showing. 2 and 2, wow. It's not every day that you win a round of blockchain brawlers with a 2 and 2, but Faulkner did there. And it was the right move, though, for me to fold. It wasn't that bad, just a 1 point of damage. 24-22, Faulkner 5 cards, now I'm at 4, and I've got some options. 6-7. Against a 4. Let's go bet of 2 and see what Faulkner does here. Hold, okay. So it's 3 points of damage. I lead 24-19 heading to round number 5. So with a fold, Faulkner with 6 cards. 4 for me. So Faulkner could be looking for that full discard. $4-1, which I might fold. Which I will fold, opposite of 7. And that'll put me at 5 cards for the next round. I'm glad I didn't go after that with 6-8. Bet of 2, Faulkner. 7-1, maybe I should have, huh? So the flex works for Faulkner. 4 points of damage, cuts my lead to 20-19. Power meter moves from a 2 to a 5 for Faulkner for the next round, thanks to winning there with a 1 played. Round 6. 20-19 is my lead. I've got some nice options over here. Okay. 6-8. Against a 2. That's what I was hoping I was going to run to the turn before. Oh, just a bet of 1 here, but I anticipate a full discard. There's the fold. Okay, 4 points of damage. Extend the lead now 20-15. Power meter of 5 for me. Faulkner's power meter of 5 is protected thanks to the fold. 6 fresh cards, or as many as 6 fresh cards for Faulkner. It doesn't show you if your opponent holds any back. There's no way to know on that. I lead 20-15. $6-1. Against a 3. Bet of 2. Hope that Faulkner folds and discards here. Hope that's what's going on right now. No, it's a bet of 1. If I get called here, I'm in trouble. I got called. I'm in trouble. Oh my goodness. The pair of 3s beats the 6-1. I shouldn't have flexed. Oh, wow. So that changes things big time. Faulkner's power meter. Oh my goodness. What, 11? Or 10. Double digits. Enough where Faulkner doesn't have to have me. So I'll go 7-8 here and hope that Faulkner thinks I'm trying to flex. Man, that's a tough spot here at round 8. Unusual match, but you never know in blockchain brawlers. Against a 2, a likely fold discard. All right, 1 point of damage, 14-10. I've got a power meter of 2 thanks to that, but Faulkner protected the power meter of 10 opposite me. I didn't have anything I could flex with, like a 3 or a 1 there, so that didn't help things much. So I'll try to do here. 7-3. If it's 8-8 opposite me, I'm dead anyway. 7-8's hurting anyway, so let's see. 7-3. I feel like I'm a turn too late. I think it's happened twice. Well, no, against a 1. If I get called here, then so be it. That's the match anyway. If it's a bet of 1 or bet of 3. So I'm hoping for the full discard here for Faulkner. Well, I suspect he's trying to line up a knockout shot. Okay, so I've got a chance. 4 points of damage. It'll cut it to 12-10 lead for Faulkner. So Faulkner's still up. If it went to a bet of 3 and I had the better pair, I would win the match. If I flex and Faulkner folds, that's the match. 8-6. Against a 7. Go bet of 3. Hope it's a full discard here for Faulkner. Let's see. Bet of 1. If I get called and Faulkner wins match 2, Faulkner's about to win match 2 unless it's a flex. Nope, 7-8. And that's the match. 30 points of damage. My goodness. So a wild match there. Faulkner victorious. Good game. So we're tied at 1. We'll be heading to match number 3. You have to win 3 out of 5 here in the semifinal round. We'll go with the face paint and tassels. Well, he's got the big belt, and it's kind of weird with Rusty and that world title belt and him haven't been cooperating today. We'll go with Naughty Scotty with the red and black chroma shoulders and spikes look. We'll do that instead. Okay. Providing the code right now to Faulkner. And we'll get things started here with match number 3 in just a moment. I almost never flex in round 1. 7-1 flex. That's seldom flex, but it's not never flex. Against a 6, bet a 3. Bet a 1 by Faulkner. Call my bet a 3. It will be a call. Wow. Wow, 6-7. Okay. Go the E special, 3-8. Faulkner leads 25-22. We're tied at 1. Against a 6, I'll challenge it. Bet a 1. Bet a 3. If it's 6-6 or higher, I'm taking 6 points of damage. Otherwise, I'll reset the power meter and win the round with a 3 played. 6-7. Okay, well, 6 points of damage. 25-16. Faulkner with the early lead. 3 cards apiece for round 3. The darkest of hands, the 3-1. And I might try it here. Let's see. And that power meter over there against a 1. Bet of 2. Hope that Faulkner folds. Almost never do this. Fold, it worked. The 3-1 worked. Desperate times, desperate measures there. I perhaps 23-16 now. Power meter a 6 for me, winning that 3-1. It wasn't really desperate times, but it worked out for me. And look at this, 6-8. This is match number 3, semifinals, BluMint hosted tournament. Winner of our best of 5 will face the winner of Ilea and Brichter against a 7. It'd be a push against 7-7. 7-8 would reset my power meter. If it's 7-7, let's I still send 18 points of damage that way. Let's do it. Bet a 3. Bet a 2 by Faulkner. Uh-oh, bet a 3 has a call with it, so that's not good. 7-1 flex. Wow. Why would you call a 6 with a 7-1 flex? Must have thought I had a 6-1. 18 points of damage. I'll take it. So I lead 16-5. Power meter gets reset for Faulkner. Mine's at a 7. I haven't folded yet in this match. 3-4. I'll fold here, probably. If it's a flex and I call it, then that would be the match. But against an 8, that's probably legit. And if it's not, I'm not going to press it here. Bet a 3 Faulkner, 8 showing. 8-6, okay. 2 points of damage. 14-5. So I still have the lead. Still have my power meter. 4 cards for Faulkner off the fold. 4 cards for me. So finally a fold for me there in round 5. So I can hear the thunder start to roll in. This thunderstorm here in my area. 6-6. Will this do it? Six, 7, or 6-8 would reset my power meter, so there is some risk to it. But bet a 1, bet a 3. I'll call it. Let's see. 6-8. Oh wow, big play there for Faulkner. Wow. So I lead 8-5. Power meter a 3 for Faulkner. I've got a power meter of 1. Uh-oh. 4 cards apiece. 5-1. Against a 6, I'll fold. Betted 1 Faulkner, 6 showing. 6-6. 3 points of damage. We're tied at 5. Power meter of 4 for Faulkner. Faulkner were to flex and I were to fold. That would be the match. Seven and 7. Gets an 8. Bet of 1. Bet of 2. If I call this and I'm wrong and it's 8 and 8, that's the match I lose. If it's a flex and I fold, I lose though. So it's either way. Let's see. What do we have? 8-6 flex. So I'm still alive in the match. Take a 5-3 lead. Reset the power meter to 1 for Faulkner. Mine goes to a 2. 4 cards, Faulkner. 5 cards for me. Round 8. Becomes round 9. 6-7. Against a 5. So worst to be a push. Bet of 2. Bet of 1 by Faulkner. And call my bet of 2 or fold. It's a call. So even if we push the round here, I'm going to win the match. 6-7 beats the 5-6. That's the match. All right, so good game, Faulkner. We'll get this next game going here in just a moment, this next match. We'll lead 2-1 here in this best of 5. Taking on Faulkner. Take a quick peek at the tournament tree while I get this reloaded. Brichter is facing Ilea in the other semifinal. Winner of that best of 5 will meet the winner of me versus Faulkner here in the bottom half semifinal matchup. Many thanks to Super Oracles for sponsoring this event and BluMint for hosting it. So now let me get things communicated here with Faulkner. First, I really should have switched my loadout before. We'll go with Voodoo Hoodoo Swag Scotty. I'll have my host code. I'll type it in. So Faulkner and I go into match number 4. I lead 2-1 here. I have to be careful not to type in chat until I know for sure. Like, it's that 90-second delay is legit. All right. So for now, I need to worry about this match. Well, (2-7) against the 3. I don't usually play 2-7, but I did there. Okay, bet of 1. Bet of 2. Oh, 3-7 beats the 2-7. The combined 10 points more than my combined 9. I should have played a 2-8 there. I could have got the push. It's a big play there for Faulkner for the power meter. Moves it from a 1 to a 4. 25-23 Faulkner with the early lead. 3 cards Faulkner. 3 cards for me. Let's see if this will... Problem is Faulkner's now got a power meter to protect, so maybe I should have gone 4-8 there, but can't undo it now. Against a 6. Bet of 1. Hold. All right, so Faulkner laid it down. Pair of 8s is the strongest pair you can have in blockchain brawlers, but it's 1 point of damage and 1 only because it's the power meter that determines the damage dealt out in a given round of blockchain brawlers. Get a 1 point boost to my power meter for winning the round. I trail 24-23. Faulkner off the fold with 4 cards. I've got 3. 4-4. The rain is really coming down here now. I can hear it. Grateful to be inside on a day like today. I'm going to fold against a 5. Bet of 3 by Faulkner. 5 showing. Is it a flex? Nope, 5-7. So 4 points of damage. 24-19 is the lead for Faulkner. Reminder, I'm a little more than 90 minutes away from my next live stream. Have Warsaken Blitz. Now, if the tournament runs long, then I'm going to have to stick with that. But, well, I can feel the thunder rattling here in my house. Let's see. Distracted by weather. 5-3 flex against a 2. A probable fold here for Faulkner. Bet of 3. Cool, all right. So it's 2 points of damage, but winning with the 3 played is the important part. cut Faulkner's lead to 20-19. Boost my power meter from a 2 to a 5 for winning the round with a 3 played. So 5 cards for Faulkner off the fold, 4 cards for me. Let's go 4 and 4. Against a 7. I'll fold to be to 5 cards for the next round. Bet a 3 by Faulkner with a 7 showing. (7-1) flex, a very well-timed flex there by Faulkner. Extends that lead to 20-9. I lead 2-1 in our best of 5. But if Faulkner wins this match, we'll go to a 5th and deciding matchup here in this semifinal round. This Blockchain Brawlers tournament hosted by BluMint. Round 6. 5 cards Faulkner, 5 cards for me. Power meter 8 for Faulkner. Faulkner flexes and I fold. That's the match. 5-1. Well, if that's a flex, that's going to be the match. I don't think it is, though. But I'm not going to challenge it either way with a 5-1. So, bet a 2 by Faulkner, 8 showing. (8-8). So I'm down to 1 health point, just like I was in match 3 of the quarterfinal against Krish. In that case, I rallied from down 13-1. Here I'm down 20-1. I made her 9 opposite me. 5 cards for Faulkner. I've got 6 cards. Because I've got a power meter of 5, Faulkner might have some hesitation about challenging me on a bet of 3. Hit with a 2, that's not going to be a problem, I don't think. I mean, Faulkner could press on it, but that'd be interesting. Could be 15 points of damage if Faulkner's wrong. That's why you don't do that, usually. So 10 points of damage that way. Winning with a 3 play boosts my power meter from a 5 to an 8. But the reality is now Faulkner at 6 cards off the fold. Just needs something to get the knockout shot here in round 8. We'll see if I can... 6-5. If I can get the flex here, I'll win the match, but it's going to be a tall order. Yeah, against the 7. Good luck with that, right? I've got 1 health point left. Power meter a 9 for Faulkner. Bet a 3, but that's... Faulkner's going to call here. You'd figure. That would be a shock if it's not. Yeah, it's a call. 7-8, that's the match. We're going to a 5th and deciding match here in the semifinals. All right, good game. So here's what we're looking at. If this reload here in a moment. Actually, I'll go ahead and switch my Brawler out first and make sure that Faulkner's ready, and Faulkner is ready. So, well, actually, I'll do something different. We'll use Barry Greenhorn with the shoulders and spikes. All right, so I've got the host code. It's the last one. This semifinal matchup. Winner goes to the final. Quick look at the tournament tree. You can see still waiting on a winner between Alea and Brichter. Here, this is match 5. Winner of this goes to the final. Losers out. Round 1. Well, 1-2. Bet of 1. I say about round 1. Seldom flex, seldom fold. Let's challenge it. Bet of 3. 6-6. Okay. 3 points of damage. Faulkner with the early 25-22 lead. 3 cards apiece for round 2. Well, 1-1. Against a 7. If that's a flex, I would reset the power meter, get a huge boost to my power meter. Bet 1. Bet a 3. It's 6 points of damage if that's 7-7 or 7-8. That's a chance I'm taking here, challenging with a pair of 1s. 7-8, my goodness. 25-16. Faulkner with the lead. Power meter a 3 for Faulkner. 3 cards apiece for round 3. The winner of this goes to the final. The loser's out. 4-5. The fold will be to 4 cards for the next round. Bet a 3 Faulkner, 8 showing. 8 and 8. So you see there 3 cards, 8 showing. A lot of times you do want to get out of the way when an experienced player as your opponent, because that oftentimes is legit. So I'm down 25-13, but luckily I got out of the way of that. 7-8. Let's see if I can get Faulkner to come in on this one. Against a 3, bet a 1. Bet a 1, it's going to reset the power meter. 7-8 beats the pair of 3s. Good thing for me, I wasn't flexing on that turn. So Faulkner's going to have a reset power meter. I'll deliver just the 1 point of damage, but that's okay. 24-13. Faulkner has the lead, but that power meter got reset. 3 cards Faulkner, 4 cards for me. I've got a power meter of 2. Round 5. This is match 5 of 5. The winner of this goes to the finals. Loser's out. Faulkner hasn't folded yet. 5-3 flex. Against a 2. Bet a 3. Hope that Faulkner folds. It's a fold. That's going to be 4 points of damage. It's going to cut Faulkner's lead to 20-13. I'll boost my power meter from a 2 to a 5. Lightning strikes. That felt closer than I feel comfortable about. But again, luckily I'm inside. Round 6, 20-13. Faulkner with the lead, power meter 1. Ditch the pair of 2s here against the 6. And that could easily be a flex, but I'm not going to risk the power meter on this turn. Bet a 3 by Faulkner, 6 showing. 6-2 flex. Okay, that's 2 points of damage. But it's only a 1 point boost to the power meter. 20-11. Faulkner with the lead. 4 cards for Faulkner off the fold, 5 cards for me. 5-1. Against a 7, I'll fold to get to 6 cards for the next round. Bet a 3 Faulkner, 7 showing. 7-7, wow. So 2 points of damage. Faulkner will have a 20-9 lead heading to round number 8. Power meter will be at 3 for the next round. My power meter of 5 is protected by the fold. And I'll get an extra card thanks to the fold. I'm at 6 cards. I could potentially fold and discard my entire hand and get cards to replace them all. So I have some options here for round number 8. Six-1 flex. This will probably be a full discard, depending though what Faulkner. I guess the 2. You know what? Bet a 3. If I get called here, then that's bad luck for me. It's a fold. All right. Steel Justice. 10 points of damage. Cut the lead to 10-9. Here in match number 5. Oh, and thank you, Boot. I see what you're typing in chat there, like peripheral vision, but it's tough for me in this championship semi-final matchup here to go to the championship round. It's winner takes all, match 5 of 5, round 9. Off the fold, Faulkner's at 5 cards, I'm at 6. So it's 10-9. If I flex and Faulkner folds, that's the match, but I don't think that's the right move here. 4 and 4, likely fold discard. That's the 5, fold, moving quickly, discard everything except for the 8. Don't discard the 8, but everything else can go. Bet a 1 by Faulkner with a 5 showing. 5-5. So it's 3 points of damage. 10-6. Faulkner is a power meter of 4. Six, 8. 8, 8, 8. So either Faulkner's got a pair of 8s and I just had some really bad luck, or we're about to mix things up a bit. Bet of 1. Bet of 2. If it's 8 and 8, I lose. If it's anything else, I'm going to the finals. Let's see. What do we have? 8-7. The 6-8 beats the 8-7. I'm going to the finals. My goodness. Wow. All right. Good game, Faulkner. And I don't think we've ever played before, Faulkner, but I see why you're able to make it this far in the tournament. My goodness, what a fight. All right, so heading to the finals. Got another stream in less than 90 minutes. But hey, it's part of the fun. So this match is still, with the delay, hasn't finished airing yet. Okay, so I'm going to the finals. So, oh, I've leveled up. I get distracted. I see like there's an indication in Discord. New note. And just let me know I've leveled up in Discord. And I've got to find where I was. But that's not that difficult to do once you know where to look. So, I just had the power go out here. I've got stuff on battery backup. This won't, that's back on. So hopefully that's just a flicker. So I don't know if it's going to mess things up with the stream. I hope not. I've got it recording locally here. And I've learned my lesson from the past as far as how I record things today. All right, stand by, please. There you can see I'm going to be facing Ilea in the finals. So while it looked like Brichter and I might be matched up, Ilea beats Brichter 3-1. So it'd be me against Ilea here in the finals, best of 5. All right, so so let's proceed with the winner to the final round. So I'm sure they'll set that up here in just a moment. And right as the words came out of my mouth, the new room opened up here. But thank you. Say hello to Ilea. Yeah, there were a lot of things going through my head with that 8-8. And yeah, it turned out that 6-8 was the right move. My goodness. 8-7 there at the end. Bold play. Would have been one heck of a finish if that would have worked. All right, so I'm not sure if Elias will be the one providing the code or if I will. Ilea and I have faced off a bunch here in Brawlers over the last several months. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Ilea win this blockchain Brawlers? There were 2 tournaments last week. I think Ilea won the early one. I finished as the runner-up in the second. Okay, so Ilea's typing. I'm hesitant to, let's see. Let's make it the, oh, okay. Okay, sounds good. Sometimes a little communication go a long way when it comes to getting these rooms set up in tournaments. We're all here to have a good time with it, so I'll bring the tournament tree down so you see I'm facing Ilea. Thank you, good luck. And I'll type in the code. Here we go. So this is the final of the tournament. In the final round, it's best of 5. Alea made it here by beating XViz, Ronald Koeman, and Brichter. Let's open with a Yi special, a 3-8. Make sure you can see that. You can, okay. And several screens going at once there. 4-8 would beat me. 4-7 to be a push. I'd beat anything else. Bet of 1. Bet of 1 by Alea. 4-6. All right. So it's 1 point of damage. But I get that boost from a 1 to a 4 for winning with a 3 played. 25-24. Round 2. Actually, let's do this differently. 4-5. 5-7 would have been better in hindsight, but I'll fold to get to 4 cards. Double fold. You never know in blockchain brawlers. So a double fold there in round 2. 4 cards apiece for round 3. Okay. 6-7. It's 5-8 that would reset my power meter. So let's go big with it. Bet a 3. Fold. Okay. So Alea lays it down, which is the right move. 4 points of damage. Presuming it wasn't 5-8. But even then it would have been a push. So probably the right move there for Alea. 25-20. I've got the lead. 4 cards for me off the fold. 5 cards for Alea. Got that power meter of 5 over there. Okay. 7-8. Against a 6. Bet a 3. Bet a 1 by Alea. You can call my bet a 3 or fold. Fold. Alea laid it down. Good play. Good play there by Alea. $25-15. Alea's at 6 cards. I'm at 4. But you see what I've got right here to work with. Against a 5. Bet a 3. If Alea calls my bet here, I'll win match here and go up 1-0. Bet a 3. 7-8 beats 5 in anything. 7-8 beats the 5-8. I had the RNG on my side for round 1. Or match 1 here. So I'm up 1-0 on Alea, best of 5. So I have an early 1-0 lead, but I had some tremendous RNG on my side there. RNG being random number generator, term people use for getting the breaks with the high cards, or the timing, or any number of things. So I'm up 1-0 on Alea here in this best of 5. It's a championship round. We can look at the tournament tree to see how we got here. So I'm going to go ahead and get a code ready to send over to Alea. Alea saying, let's forget the RNG, move on to the next match. Hey, nobody made you call that last 7-8, buddy. But no doubt that was RNG influenced to the max. And that's why it's important for these to be at least best of 3 in the early rounds, because something like that can happen and you didn't get knocked out despite of whatever skill level you have or don't. Alea's a really good player, so we'll see how this turns out. Round 1, 1-2. Against a 3. I'll fold. Bet of 1 by Alea with that 3 showing. 3-6. $25-24. Alea. Buddha saying, let's see if I can beat this finals curse. Let's hope. It won't be easy. I'll have to earn it. Alea's a tough opponent. With that power meter of 4. 3-7. All right, well, I've got the round for sure. Bet a 1. Can I reset the power meter for Alea as well? Nope, it's full. So Alea got out of the way. 3-7's 1 point of damage. We'll be tied at 24, and each of us with a power meter of 4 for round number 3. We'll each have 4 cards. 2-4. Against the 5. Should have gone with that 6-8, huh? All right, well, I'll fold to get the 5 cards for the next round. Bet of 1 by Alea, 5 and 5. So it's 4 points of damage. Alea takes a 24-20 lead. It's a 1-point boost to the power meter for Alea for winning the round. So Alea with a power meter of 5, up 24-20. I've got my power meter of 4 protected by the fold. 5 cards for me. And I've got options. 6-8. Against a 2, a likely fold. Bet of 1, see if maybe Alea would come in on it, but probably not. No, it's a fold. Okay. So it's going to tie us back up at 20. Uppercut Alea into the ringside area. So we're tied at 20. We each have a power meter of 5. And off the fold for Alea, now we each have 5 cards. Seven, 8. Against the 6. Bet of 1. Bet of 1's going to reset Alea's power meter. 6-8 loses to the 7-8. My goodness. So I'll lead 20-15. I've got a power meter of 6. More importantly for me, Alea's power meter gets reset to 1. 5 cards for Alea, 5 cards for me. Six, 8. Against the 6. Bet of 3. If I get called here, that's the match and I win. Bet of 1 by Alea. It's a call. Even if we tie the round, I win the match. 6-8 beats the 6-7. I'm up 2-0 in this best of 5. All right. Good game, Alea. So I lead 2-0, but you have to win 3 in the finals. This is a chance for Alea to pay me back for a few months back where we met in the semifinal round, and Alea led 2-0 in a best of 5, and I came back to win that. But at this point, I lead 2-0 here in the finals. It's best of 5. And so let me peek in here. Nothing yet from Alea, but I'm going to go ahead and send the next code. Alea needs a moment or two, that's fine. We'll take a quick look at the tournament tree. This is how we got here to this tournament final. I was lucky. I had a first round bye. Alea's ready. I'm up 2-0 here in this best of 5. Hello, Rexy. I'm going to have Warsaken Blitz in a little more than an hour, no matter what happens with this tournament. So stick around for that, or maybe stick around. We'll have a break between, but it might not be a very long one. Oh, let's see. All right, 4-7. It's the 5. I'll challenge it. Bet of 1. If it's 5-6, it's a push. Anything higher, I'll lose the round. Anything lower, I win the round. 5-7. Well, Alea gets the round 1 win. Delivers 2 points of damage. 25-23. Alea leads early here in this third match. I'll lead 2-0 in this best of 5 finals. Roll at a 4-1 flex and I'll probably fold. I will fold. So I'll be at 4 cards for the next round. Bet of 3 by Alea with that 6 showing. 6-8. 2 points of damage. 25-21. Alea has the lead. Power meter of 3 for Alea. My power meter is stuck at 1. But it's 3 cards for Alea and 4 cards for me here for round number 3. I lead 2-0 in this best of 5 finals. $6-1 flex against the 3. Risky. Bet of 3, or bet of 2, I should say. Bet of 1 by Alea will probably call me here. Yeah, it's a call. 3-7. Well, 6 points of damage. Alea leads 25-15. So Alea with 3 cards. I've got 4 cards.
Oh my.
Winning with a 3 played significance, and that boosts the power meter from a 3 to a 6 for Alea here for round number 4. $6-1. Against the 7, got a fold. Bet a 3 by Alea with that 7 showing. 7-8. 6 points of damage. Alea leads 25-9. So 3 cards for Alea, 5 cards for me off the fold heading to round number 5. I lead 2-0 in the best of 5 finals, but Alea putting up a very tough fight here. Five-1 flex against a 1. Let's go bet a 3. If I get called here by Alea, that's the match and I lose. It's a fold. Okay. So I'll deliver 2 points of damage. 23-9. I'll boost my power meter from a 1 to a 4 for winning the round. Alea has 3 cards, still has that, or 4 cards off the fold, still has that power meter of 7. 5 cards for me. Round 6. $3-8 against a 5. 5-6 is the push. Anything higher would beat me. Anything lower, I would beat. Bet a 1. Bet a 3. If I call it here, if it's a flex and I fold, that's the match. If I call it and it's 5-6 or higher, I lose. Even if we tie the round, I'm on a chance that I'm calling. 5-1 flex. My goodness. Oh my goodness. 12 points of damage. It's going to reset the power meter. And some steel justice dealt out. 4 cards for Alea, 5 cards for me. I trail 11-9. I've got a power meter of 7. Alea's power meter's at 1. Okay, let's play a 2-4. Against a 5, I'll fold to be at 6 cards for the next round. Bet a 3 Alea, 5 showing, 5-4 flex. 2 points of damage. 11-7, Alea has the lead. I'm up 2-0 here in this best of 5 finals. If I flex and Alea folds, that's the match, and I win. I'm going to go 7-7 here. Oh my, against the 7. Well, if that's 7-8, it resets my power meter. If it's 7-7, even if we tie the round, I'd win the match. Bet a 2. Bet a 1 by Alea. It's a fold. Alea laid it down. That's 7 points of damage that way. I'll take a 7-4 lead. Boost my power meter to an 8, but when your power meter is higher than your opponent's health points, your power meter doesn't matter that much. But, yeah, I can't get lackadaisical at all about this. 5 cards for Alea, 6 cards for me. Play a 5-6 against a 6. But fold and discard everything. Bet a 3 by Alea with that 6 showing, 6-8. 2 points of damage, I lead, but it's now 5-4. Power meter moves to 3 for Alea, so if Alea flexes and I fold, that's the match. So we're looking at it right here, going to round 9? Round 10. Okay, 8-8. And I'm going to win the tournament right here if I play this right. And that's it. Wow. Finally won one of these tournaments. Hooray! All right. That is the match right there. Good game, Alea. So I win the tournament. Long last, I've won a Blockchain Brawlers tournament. This is the BluMint tournament. All right. I'll try and wrap this up here in about 5 minutes or so. Give myself about an hour between this and the start of my next edition of NashvilleLou Live with my scheduled 4 p.m. Eastern Time Warsaken Blitz. Okay. So we don't need to have that up right now. We just go to the tournament screen. All right. Let me communicate here with the game. Okay, so that's going to do it for the tournament. All right, so I've got the tournament win. I was lucky to get that first round bye. I was down 13-1 against Krish in match 3 of 3 in that quarterfinal round. I was up against it. Faulkner gave me a tremendous fight. Went to that 5th and deciding match, and then against Alea, I had some very good RNG on my side. Alea's a great competitor. You won't usually beat Alea 3-0 like that, so happy to have it, but I certainly recognize that I had a lot of luck on my side with that as well. So we're going to bring the slate up. I have to save my voice at some point here. Thank you, Buddha. Also wanted to make sure or check when the live stream had the match finished. All right, there it is. Okay, so this was a fun tournament, something that was, for midday my time, Nashville time. I'm in the Central Time Zone, but for the ease of people watching around the world, to try to give it Eastern Daylight Time and UTC with my time. So I'll be back at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. It's 20:00 UTC. That's going to be coming up here in a little more than an hour with Warsaken Blitz here on Twitch. So this is NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition, 1 hour break, and then a long stream with Warsaken Blitz. I'll close the browser source since I don't need that. Okay, so wow, it's going to be almost 2 hours of a live stream the way it worked out. All right, well, that was fun. Thanks very much. Many thanks to BluMint, Blockchain Brawlers, having this fun game, this fun tournament. Let's me add another little medallion to my collection down there at the bottom right of the screen. But I definitely earned it, I feel like, as far as who I faced. 3 quality opponents. All right, so that's going to do it for this broadcast of NashvilleLou Live Tournament Edition. I'm your host, Lou Pickney. Thanks for watching. See you next time.